Hey everyone, Seth here with BSTechTalk. Today I'm going to show you how to make a bootable USB drive so you can ditch the disk. The first step is to plug in your USB drive that you wish to turn into a bootable drive. If it pops up, then you can just close it. Now we need to open an elevated command prompt, so we go to search, type in CMD, right click on command prompt, and choose run as administrator. Now to open the disk partitioning system, we type in disk part, all one word. Once it opens, you type in list disk. We need to find our USB drive in the list of disks. Mine would be 8 gigabytes, so it is disk number 6. Now we need to select it, so we type in select disk and the number of your disk. It tells us that it's selected. Now we need to clean it because we need to get all of the pre-installed manufacturing programming off of the disk, so we type in clean. Alright, now we're going to create a partition on the USB drive. So we enter create partition primary. And we will make it the active one by entering active. Now to format the disk, we type in format fs equals FAT32 quick. Depending on how fast your machine is, this will take no time or a long time. Once it's finished, we enter assign to give it a drive letter. To make a bootable Windows install disk, you'll need to insert your Windows disk into a DVD drive. I'm using an external DVD drive. If it doesn't open automatically, then you can open it yourself by going to File Explorer, finding your DVD drive in your PC, right-clicking on it until it's Open Autoplay. Once it does this, you'll choose Open Folder to view files. Once open, you'll select all the files on the disk, copy them, and then paste them into your USB drive. Disk drives tend to be slow, so through the magic of video editing, I'm going to cut to the end of the copy-paste process. Once the transfer is finished, you can close everything and eject your disk. To use your newly minted USB install disk, you can insert it into your system, power on your system, and from the boot menu tell it to boot to your USB drive. From there it'll be like any other Windows install. To create a USB boot for a Linux-based application or installer, first you'll need to download the application or installer that you wish to put on USB. I've done that with Clonezilla here, and that's what I'll be using to demonstrate this. After that, insert your USB and follow the steps that we used earlier to format it. Then, right-click on the zip file for your application or installer and select Extract All. Use Browse to find your USB drive in the list of drives, then hit OK and hit extract. To keep the video shorter and more to the point, I'm going to cut to the end of the extraction. After the extraction process finishes, your disk will open itself automatically. There's only one final step that you need to do in order to make your disk bootable. You'll need to run a small executable that will make the disk point to the correct file to start the setup when you boot to it. To do this with the Clonezilla installation that I have here, you go to Utils, Win32, and the executable file is called makeboot. You're going to run it as administrator. It will tell you that you can push any key to make the current disk bootable. Make sure that it has your USB disk chosen as the disk that it's going to make bootable. Once it's finished, it will give you a congratulations, and you can push any key to close the window. Just like with the Windows disk earlier, you just insert your USB drive and then choose it in your boot menu when you start up your machine.
So, if you're tired of having to keep up with CDs or deal with slow disk drives, then now you have an alternative. That's all I have, so like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you thought it was bad, subscribe if you want to see more, and follow us on Twitter if you want to interact. Thank you for watching.